Everybody, another plot here. This is the correct boom height plot. We're looking at an 03 nozzle. We're looking at about 15 gallons an acre, 8 miles an hour. Big thing here, 20 inches of boom height clearance. So again, this is our kind of our correct boom height, if you will. So this is showing the importance of having an auto boom system. We like to use the Raven Auto Boom and Auto Boom XRT system for the AGCO and Road Gator. So we see some pretty good kill through here. We've got some volunteer weeds kind of popping back up, some second growth. But as we look down through this section, this plot, we see that nice clean pattern. You see it over here to the left of us a little more as we go down through that plot. So we're starting to see the advantages of having the right boom height, right? That helps our spray pattern be the optimal pattern that we want based on our tip selection. Yeah, folks, so we talked about our correct boom height on the opposite side of this plot. We all have our incorrect boom height here. So basically same varial, same nozzle. I think it's 15 GPA, about 8 miles an hour. All that's the same. However, we were at 20 inches over there for correct boom height. This is 60 inches, so 5 feet high. So definitely the incorrect boom height. You're gonna get a lot of swirl, a lot of drift. You really wanna have that correct boom height to stay on label with everything. And we see that really quickly. If we pan over here and look behind me just a few feet, that boom was so high up that the plants and the weeds were basically sprinkled rather than sprayed. And we see a lot more weeds, that were just slightly damaged and not really burned down or properly killed with that boom being up so high. So again, very, very important to have that boom height correct, folks, and have a boom leveling system. Like I said, on the Road Gator C series, we use the industry's best, honestly, the Raven XRT or Raven Auto Boom XRT system. So that's going to be a great package for the customer.
So when we start looking at sprayers, one of the big critical things that we really need to think about and talk about is boom height. So proper boom height is extremely critical. So we start looking at crop height, and then what we're actually spraying out there. We want to make sure that we have a proper overlap of our nozzles, so that we're at kind of a correct height above that crop. And usually that's around the like 20-inch level, somewhere in that. Not much lower than that, not much higher than that. We kind of have a little bit of room to play with the want to in there, but we don't want to be right down on the crop, you know, down at like a foot, 6 or 8 inches on it, because then we're not getting proper overlap from our nozzles. We also don't want to be 5, 6, 7, 8 foot up in the air, because then we're also missing overlap there. So if we have the opportunity for a boom height controller, that's a great thing to have. We look at advanced technologies. If we don't, we just kind of want to monitor what we're doing back there. And I know we've got some undulating terrain, probably more than what some of us realize down in South Georgia. In these areas, kind of keep an eye on your booms, especially the wider we get with sprayers, and see where those exterior tips are at, and make sure that we're not, you know, basically scrubbing the crop canopy, and make sure that we couldn't actually walk on the crop canopy below the boom. You know, we got to have that fine line in between, like I said, that 20-inch, maybe 2-foot line, where we're making sure we're getting proper overlap of our nozzles, we're getting proper coverage on that crop and everything else. So just keep that boom height in the back of your mind. That's probably one of the most critical, controllable factors that we can work with from operating that sprayer from the kind of the operator's standpoint.